श्री गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय श्री राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा रमण गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय श्री राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय श्री गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय श्री राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय श्री राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय। ओम नमो भगवते पुराण पुरुषोत्तमाय। ओम जयति पराशर सूनु सत्यवती हृदय नंदनो व्यासो वंदे हम श्री गुरो श्रीपद कमलम श्री गुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्री रूपम साग्र जातम सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादां सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च आयान लंबित प्रियौ कनकावदातौ संकीर्तनैक पितरौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वंभरौ द्विजवरौ युगधर्मपालौ वंदे जगत्प्रियकरौ करुणावतारौ दिव्यद्भंडारण्यकल्पद्रुमाध श्रीमद्रत्नागार रत्नसिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद्राधा श्री गोविंद देवै वेष्टालीभिः सेव्यमानो स्मरामि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये पुंजात् गोष्ठं निशान्ते प्रविशति पुरते दोहनां नाशनाद्यां प्रातः सायं च लीला विहरति सखिभिः संगवे चार्यंगा मध्याह्ने चाथ नक्ते विलसति विपिने राधियाभ्यां नतार्धे गोष्ठं याति प्रदोषे रम्यति सुहृदो यस्य कृष्णोऽवतान्नः श्री राधा प्राणबंधु चरण कमलियो के शेषादिगम्या या साध्या प्रेम सेवा चरित पर गाढ़ सास्या प्राप्तायाम ताम मधुना मानसी मत्स्य सेवाम भाव्याम रागाध्व पांथै ब्रजमन चलितम नैतिकम कस्यनोमि नारायण नमस्कृत्य नारं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयन्तीरये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे श्री सनातन प्रभो करुणाम्बुराशि हे रूप दुर्गत जनैक दयावलोको हे भक्ति सुमते रघुनाथ दासो श्री जीव में कुरुतमंद मते दयाम ददाक। बोलो श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। चित्त का श्याम सुंदर में प्रवण हो जाना, that means the involvement of one's heart is called seva. Chetastat pravanam seva. This is definition given by Sri Srimad Ballabhacharya. Chetastat pravanam. Cheta means of mind. Tat pravanam means it is very much involved in the lotus feet of Sri Priyala. That is called seva. And if the mind is involved in the Sri Priyala in Arad, then the Vani and other talking and other limbs will also serve. So seva is of three types. One is Tanuja, other is Bhiktaja, and other is Mansi. The third is Mansi. Between these three sevas, the Mansi seva is the main. And if Mansi is there, then Tanuja will work Otherwise, Tantriya Seva, the Seva that is performed by the body, that will be only a ritual. And the Pitrija Seva, a person is doing Seva by wealth or by money. So that Seva will also create the Abhiman, ego. Unless it is moving and it is based on the Mansi Seva, the all Seva will be in vain and they will go to the other sides. So Mansi Seva is the main thing. And Sri Goswami says that while a person want to Yasadhya Prem Seva Brichad Pare Gal Lavleka Labhya. If a person want to do Prem Seva means the Seva that is performed as a domestic relationship, that is called Prem Seva. If it is based on the opulences of Sri Krishna, then it is Vaidhi Seva, not Prem Seva. But Prem Seva will be while the relationship between Sri Krishna and oneself is very much domestic, very much practical. That is not based on the opulences or Sri Krishna is Brahma, Sri Krishna is Paramatma, and we are the lean out of Sri Krishna, so we are going to serve him. This is that is not the Prem Seva. That is always on the clutches of the Aishwarya. So where it is not based on Aishwarya, it is based on the man-to-man relationship. That is called Prem Seva. So Prem Seva means man-to-man relationship.
Human life.
Human life. Human life. Narvat Lila and man-to-man relationship and domestic relationship. As I am the maid of Sri Radharani, so it is my duty to serve Sri Radharani, and Sri Radharani loves Sri Shamsundar. So Shamsundar is my double bill. So in this way. So having this relationship, due to relationship, so due to relationship, the seva is done. That is Prem Seva, and that Prem Seva is also not of that Prem Seva is also not only by the bit or money. That is not only done physically, but mind is anywhere else. That should be involving with the relationship. So that is the main thing. So Mansi Seva is the main. So to get the Mansi Seva in morning, in Nishant Seva, Nishant Lila, Sri Mahaprabhu is remembering that Nishant Lila, and while Sri Mahaprabhu is entering in Nikunja Mandir in Brij Lila, from Navadvip Lila to Mahaprabhu enters in Brij Lila. At that time, a sadhak is also with Mahaprabhu, enters to the Nikunja Lila, and there he is or she is as a Manjari. She is seeing that Vrindavan is very much lazy and tired, and still he is in dozing position. She is not awakened fully, and she is lying straight on the lap of Sri Shamsundar. So, and Sri Shamsundar is also having some marks of the late Milan. So here, Sri he is seeing the Shobha of Sri Shamsundar in this way. And the Shobha is then fine, and he is saying that 64th Paraspara lokan jat lajja. Nirvritti chanchal dar kunchataksham. Ishat smritam biksh mukham priyaya. Uddipta trishnaha. Punarasa trishna. Paraspara lokan jat lajja. As they are gazing to each other, then jat lajja. Shri Priyaju automatically gets, naturally gets a shyness. Nirvritta chanchal. But after some time, the eagerness is so great that that shyness is nirvritta, is removed. It is part of it. And chanchal dar kunchataksham, and slightly kunchataksham, bickling his eye, corner of his eye, she is seeing Sri Shamsundar. So chanchat means ishat, with flicking, dar, then ishat is slightly, she is kunchataksham, she is closing the corners of his eyes. Kunchataksham. Ishat smritam, and there is smile on the face of Sri Radha. So Bhiksh Mukham. In this way, Shri Krishna is seeing the mukha of Sri Radharani, and the Ramaniyata of Sri Radharani is so great that whenever Shri Shamsundar sees the face of Sri Radharani, his bhav is almost arises, almost revokes, comes out. So Uddipta Trishna. The Trishna is now Uddipta, is arisen. It is yes, Uddipta is awakened. So Uddipta or spouted. So Uddipta Trishna. This Krishna is awakened, and Punarasa Krishna, and Shri Krishna becomes now again very much eager to have Sri Radha. So the first wave of ras comes in the heart of Sakhigan. The second waves come in the heart of Sri Swami. The third wave, so Swami shows some slackness, and she rests on toward Sri Shamsundar. And as the resting of her limbs and body on the limbs of Sri Shamsundar, seeing this, Sri Shamsundar becomes sometimes notorious, and the chanchalta, flickeringness in Shamsundar is found. That is the third wave, and the fourth wave always come in the heart of the Sakhi. So in this way, so Uddipta Trishna Punarasa, seeing the surrender or the of Sri Radharani towards Sri Shamsundar, Sri Shamsundar Uddipta Trishna gets his thirst very much increased, and Punarasa Krishna becomes much more eager to Sri Radha. So everything is just a cause and factor and result. In this way, this is part. So Paraspara Lokam, then by gazing to each other or seeing each other, Radharani get lajja. Then Sri Shamsundar was being very much bewildered. Then Nirvritta, Radharani is also leaving that lajja. And Chanchal Dar Kunchataksham, due to eagerness for Sri Shamsundar, her eyes are bickling, and she is seeing by the corner of her eyes and Ishat Smitam, and seeing Sri Krishna, she is smiling also, and seeing the smiling face of Sri Radharani, Sri Krishna becomes much more eager. So there are correlation between the actions of Shri Priyalala. Bhamina Chava, Sir Unnamayo, Karena Tasya Chibukam Pareo, Vibhugna Kantha, Smith Shobhikanda, Mukham Priyaya, Samoh Chuchumba. Shri Krishna is as she was embracing her with his left hand. So, Vamen Chadhasir, her arm was beneath the forehead of Sri Radharani, beneath the neck of Sri Radharani. So, Sri Krishna is lifting the head of Sri Radharani very slightly. So, Vamen Chadha, her arm is beneath the head of Sri Radharani. Sir Unnamayo. So Shri Krishna is just lifting the face, the head of the crown of Sri Radharani. Sir Unnamayo. So lifting the crown of Sri Radharani. Karena tasya churukam parena. And from the next hand, that means the right hand, that is free still. So he is just getting the cheek of Sri Radharani, and Karen Chubukam Pareno. Chuk means cheek of Sri chin. Yeah, yes, the chin of Sri Radharani. She is lifting it. So Tasya Chubukam Pareno. Vibhugna Kantha, Smith Shobhiganda, and Shri Krishna, the neck of Shri Krishna is bended. Vibhugna Kantha. This is the adjective of Shri Krishna. So Vibhugna Kantha. And Smita Shobhigandaha. He is smiling. So his cheeks are very much shining. Shobhiganda. Mukham Priyaya. Samohshchuchumba. And Shri Krishna is now sniffing. Shri Krishna is just joining the Kamal to Kamal. His Mukkamal to the Mukkamal of Sri Radha. So Priyaya Samohshchuchumba. And he is taking the rasad, the raskunj. So the raskunj is adhar. So he is taking that swad of that raskunj. So Kapol is called Vishad Kunj. The eyes are called Rangad Rasad Vishad. So Rangad Rasad Vishad. So many kunjas are there. I'm forgetting that. So 8 kunjas are in the body of Sri Radhika. So Rangat Kunja is Rangad Rasad Vishad or Nana Kala. So eyes is Nana Kala Kunj. And Vishad Kunj is Kapol. And Rangad Kunj is Kapol, cheeks. And Rangat Kunj is the breast of Sri Radha. Rasat Kunj is breast of Sri Radha. And Rangat Kunj is Rasat Kunj is lips and Rangat Kunj is breast. So
Rasat Kunj is lips.
Rasat Kunj is lips. Rasat. And Rangat, that is the breast. So Krishna is finding all Kunjika in the body of Sri Radha. So Mukham Priyaya Samohshchuchumba. कांताधर स्पर्श सुखाब्धि मग्ना करम धुनाना दर कुंचिताक्षी मां मेते मंदाक्षर संद कंठी सखी दृशासा मुदम आतता. The Shobha of Sri Radharani, and that is the Kuttamit Bhava. Kuttamit Bhava is where Sri Radharani is using no, neti neti vachan. So that is Kuttamit Bhava. So Kilkinchit is a compound. The compound of so many bhav, that is called Kilkinchit. And Big means she is very much eager to meet with Sri Shyamsundar, but showing hypocrisy. And no, I do not require you, I do not want you. So in this way, so this hypocrisy is yes, contrary. Yes. So his action is contrary. So that is bibbok. Hypocrisy is bibbok. Showing that I am not interested in you in this way. And the Abhitha is concealing his feelings. That is concealing, that is Abhitha. And Puttamit is denied. So now Sri Radhika is having the denial position and denial gestures, showing denial gestures. So Kanta Adharasparsha Sukhadhi Magna. As Sri Radharani got the touch of the lips of Sri Shyamsundar. Kanta Adharasparsha Sukhadhi Magna. She is dipped in the ocean of Sukh, joy. Sukhadhi Magna. Karam Dhunana Dar Kunchitakshi. And she was moving his hands. So Karam Dudhana, she was making Dudhana. That means she is moving her hands. And Dar Kunchitakshi, and showing a little anger by twinkling eyes. Dar Kunchitakshi. Mameti Mandaksharam, and no, she is saying in this way. Mameti Mandaksharam. Mandakshar Sandakanthi, and saying that this no, she becomes at last mum, mute. Sandakanthi. Sakhi Dishasa Mudamata. In this way, Sri Radhika is seen very, very much beautiful, and as this is the seva of Sri Radharani for Sri Shyamsundar, majorly seva. The Prem Sakhi is teaching, giving the lesson to Sri Radharani in the same way as she is taught by Prem Sakhi, the Hit Sakhi, Sri Radhika is serving Sri Krishna. And Sakhiram also got very much joy. So Kanta Adharasparsha Sukha Abdhi Magna. As she is getting the sparsh of Sri Kanta Shyamsundar, she is dipped in the Sukha Abdhi, the ocean of joy. And Karan Dhurana, and she is moving her and denying with his heart, and as if saying that leave me, in this way. Dudhana, shaking his hands. Karam Dudhana, Dar Kunchitakshi, his eyes is still a little bickling, and Mamet Mandakshara, she is all continuously saying no, and Sandakanthi, and saying that she stops this noise. Sandakanthi. Sakhi Dishasa Mudamapamao. So in this way, Sakhi are getting very, very much happy and more. And seeing that this is the epitome of their desires. They want that Sri Priyalal should meet to each other. And the joy of Priyalal, the best joy of the Priyalal is in the meeting. So all other things are in the end, finishes, rest in the middle of Sri Sham. So that is the Parakashta, climax. Rupamritam me Trijagat Vilaksham Nisimya Madhuryam Idam Chiyovanam Adeva Sakandya Mahav Sarvada Preman Upabhuntam Tamam Mudayata. In Krishna Bhavanamrita, Sri Krishna Chakravarti is saying that Rupamritam me Trijagat Vilaksham. She Radhika is thinking that my beauty is Trijagat Vilaksham, is extraordinary, is imparallel, imparallel. Trijagat Vilaksham.
Incomparable.
Incomparable. Yes. So Trijagat Vilaksham. It is Vilaksham. It is extraordinary in whole Trijagat. Trijagat Vilaksham. Vilaksham. So incredible. It is extraordinary. Nisima Madhuryam Idam Chi Yovanam. And my Yovan, my youth is also Nisima Madhuryam, is full of sweetness that does not have any sima, any limit. Nisima Madhuryam Idam Chi Yovanam. Adeva Safalyam Ava. But as I am serving Sri Shamsundar, so now it becomes fulfilled and get its perfection. Adeva Safalyam Ava. Sarvata. Preyan Upabhunta Tamam Mudayata. Because Preyan, my most beloved person, desired person, has Upabhunta Tamam Mudayata. He is consuming this my seva. He is accepting by this seva. So having this idea, Shri Radharani is getting very, very much satisfied. So Rupamritam me, the nectar of my beauty is Trijagat Vilaksham, is incredible in whole Trijagat. Nisima Madhuryamidam, my madhurya, my sweetness is limitless, and the Yavan, this youth is also limitless. So now this youth got its perfection. So Adeva Safalyam Ava, because Preyan Upabhujyo. Preyan means I love most than other things. So Preyan, my Preyan, praised. These are three degrees. So Preyan is a comparative degree and praised is superlative. So Preyan means in the comparison of all things, Shri Krishna's Preyan is much more free. So most favorite to me. So yes, Preyan Upabhukta Tamam. And Shri Shamsundar has accepted my this prem seva. So Mudayata. Shri Radhika is getting very, very much happy. So Mudayata. Saivam Vichintya Kshar Maha Krishna. So thinking this thing, this idea in her mind, Sa Evam Vichintya. Shri Radhika is thinking this in herself for a moment. Then Ahakantam, Shri Radhika spoke. Yadakshe Pita Khil Madhurika. Because the Akshi, the eyes of Shri Radhika is now drinking the whole sweetness of Shri Krishna. So Akshi Pita Akhil Madhurika, who has drunk all the Madhuri of Sri Shamsundar. Akshipit Akhil Madhurika. Swantan Muda. Atyartham Lasat Dragantam. And Swantan Muda, her heart is very much glad. Or Atyartham Lasad Dragantam. So she is getting the greatest joy in her heart. And Lasad Dragantam, so that her Dragant, her corner of her eyes were also became very, very much beautiful. Lasad Dragantam. Dragant means Kataksh. So Lasad Dragantam, they are very beautiful.
Sidelong lens. Kataksha, sidelong lenses.
Yes.
Sidelong glance.
Side lens. Yes, side lens. So Kataksh. Sidelong lens.
लंबा शब्द है.
Kataksh. Lakshmi Vihara hai. Vihar Ayatanam. And Sri Radhika is seeing Lakshmi Vihar Ayatanam, that all sweetness and all beauty is always playing in the body of Sri Krishna. So Lakshmi Vihar Aspadam. Vihar Ayatanam, that is the playing field, playing ground of Lakshmi, of all Shobha. Asya Padmam. In this day, Sri Radhika is seeing the face of Sri Krishna, which is just like the Padma, lotus. So Asya Padma. Bhovo Vilasin. Avade Yatvaya. Vishwastra Vesha Bharanasmi Aham Krita. Yavan Madalyon Sarant Noshasi. Dutam Samadhis Sasi Tanna Kimpuna. Bhogo Bilasin. Now Sri Radhika is Swadhin Bhartraka, who has controlled his partner in her fist. In her grip, who has the partner in his control. So Bhogo Bilasin. And she is saying, ordering. She is ordering Shamsunda. Bhovo Bilasin, oh Bilasin. Oh, doing so many playtimes, oh Bilasin. Avadhehi. Just mind it. Avadhehi. Listen and mind it. Yatvaya Visnasna Vesha Bharana Asmi Aham Krita. Because you have made me, my whole clothes and abhushan ornaments are disturbed. So they are disturbed. So Vistasna Vesh and Avarana, the dress and Avarana, both are disturbed. And they are not placed in the proper places. So Aham Krita. So Yavan Madalyo Anusaranti. Just it is the moment when my Sakhi will come here. And if they will see me in this position, then they will make my joke. So Yavan Madalyo Anusaranti. Na Ushasi. So far they appears here in this morning time. Because this is Ushasi, Usha time, morning time. And they are supposed to be here. So Drutam Samadhiso. So swiftly, quickly, Samadhiso, just reset them. Rearrange them. Reset them. Samadhiso. Tanna Kim Punaha. Why are we not doing this again? Before that, they appear here. They come here. Swachaturi sadhe. Always swabhavukti alankar. Swachaturim sadhe. Now you express your skill. Placing and making, ornamenting me. And again doing the drawing on my limbs. So swachaturim sadhe. Just you show your artistry. Yeah. Mam prasad hai. You prepare me. Prasade anangam avishta daivatam. And in this way, prasade anangam, you should worship the Ananga Bhagavan, Kamadev Bhagavan, which is avishta daivatam, which is your avishta daivat, which is your aradhya, desired aradhya.
Worshipable.
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 So worshipable God. So avishta daivatam. Yasmin mano mandir varti. Jo asman mano mandir varti. And that worshipable God is always lying, staying in our this temple of our heart. So asmin mano mandir varti. So that God remains in the mandir in the same way that Kamdev is always resting in our hearts. So jo asman mano mandir varti, who is resting in always resides in our man mandir, in our heart. Ayam toya bahishkritaha, but that God, you made him out of that mandir, and it should be kept very privately and confidentially in our heart. But all these actions of Kam, of Milan, are now is seen on my body, and they are Bahishkritaha. They are very much clear. So they are out of her heart. So they should be again in the heart, not on the outer body. So Yosmin Mano Mandir Bharti, its proper place is resting in our inward us. But that prem or that Kam is that Madan Kamdevi is now is seen on our external body. So yo Bahishkritaha, Lakshmi bhi eviyat. Lakshma bhi eviyat. By the gestures, by the marks of that Kam, it is seen and it is appearing outer on our external body. So it should not be on the external body, it should be in our heart, in the inner body, in the heart. So Lakshmi means marks. Some marks are found on my body, so that should be removed, because it is the time, the appearance of Sakika. So they may come. So before that, you rearrange everything. Yosman mano mandir varti yastvayam toya bahishkrito Lakshmi bhi eviya. Lakshma bhi eviya. Swachaturim sadhay. Now express your skillness. Mam prasadhayo, you decorate me. Prasadaya anangam abhishta devatam. And now you should worship the Ananga Devata, that is a worshipable God of you. Jo asman mano mandir eva bharti, because its proper place is in our hearts only. But toya bahishkritaha, you made him external. And Lakshmi bhi evi, because these children, these marks are found on my body. The altar is seen on your head, and your peak, your spit is now fine on my eyelids, and the kajal is found on your lips. So due to that, so this marks shows that Kam is the outer. So it should be again reset, again placed in our heart. So Abhishta Daivatam Yosman Mano. So it is a very beautiful metaphor and Atshokti. And in Atshokti, the Bhav is placed as a thing. So the emotion is depicted as a material thing. So it is metaphor. Rupakati Shokti. One is Rupakati Shokti. Atishokti means where the beauty, the greatness of Upme is described. That is the greatness of Upman is described. That is Atishokti. And if the greatness of Upme is described, that is Atishokti. So Atishokti is there. Shri Prem is a person, and his limbs are, Prem is a bhav, and it is a upme, and Dev Daivat, that is a similar object, upman. So the greatness of upman is lessened, and the greatness of the Kamdev is described. So it is Atishokti. So if yeah, so if so let me say so yeah, if the upman is lessened without any cause, that will call hyperbole. And if the upman is being lessened or showing lesson with any cause, then it will be vyatirik. Upmana yadanyasya. So that's so where no cause is given, that is hyperbole, and if the cause is given, then vyatirik. If cause is given, then it will be the vyatirik alankar. So that is the Upman is always greater. No, Upman is not greater. Vyatirik. In vyatirik. Upmanat yadanyasya vyatireka sa eva saha. This is the definition. Upamanat, that means from the similar object. The anyasya, that means to whom it is similarized. Vyatireka, if it is greater and cause is given there, then it will be vyatirik. And if cause is not given, then it will be hyperbole. So, if I say that the lotus or moon does not stay in the comparison of Naika, moon does not stay anywhere, so it is hyperbole. And moon is does not stay in the comparison of Naika because moon has a block. But Naika does not have any kalank.
Stage.
So this is the cause is given. So it is called vyatirik.
Yes.
So that is different. Atishokti and vyatirik. Anyhow, that is another thing. So sadhani char. Vaishnato Lakshman. So here hyperbole is there because Sri Krishna is the the Kamdev is the Abhishta Devata, worshipable God. Satyam Brivishi, Angaj Vishta Devam, Tadanga Pithe Prakriti Bhavantam, Yayam Bhushambar Gandha Pushpai, Sri Chandan Adyai, Iti Tamsa Uche. Then Shri Krishna replied to Shri Radha that Satyam Brivishi, oh really, you are speaking very correct. You are all correct. Angayam Ishtadevam, the Manoj, Angaj means Manoj, who bonds in the heart. So Mana Jab, who bond in the mind, that is called Manoj. So Angaj or Manoj is the same thing. So the Kamdev is my Ishtadev. Tadanga Pithe Prakriti Bhavantam. Don't say, as a worshipable God is always placed on a very good Singhasan. In the same way, I have placed this Kamdev Devata, my deity, on this your body. So your body is a Singhasan and I have placed it. This is the answer of Sri Krishna. Shri Radha is saying that it should be in the temple, it should not be out of temple. But Krishna is saying that it is not out of temple, but it is placed on the Singhasan. So your proper place of proper Singhasan, proper altar. So Tadanga Pithe Prakriti Bhavantam. So I have placed it on your altar of your body. Yayame Bhushambar Gandha Pushpai. So now I will worship it with Bhusha, Ambar, Gandha and Push. As by various things the deity is worshipped, in the same way I am also going to worship Sri Kamdev, Kam Bhagwan. Shri Chandanadhyai, Shri means Mala and Chandan. Iti Tamsa Uche. So let me worship Kamdev Bhagwan. So now I am worshipping. Itham Ishwarya Vakyam Ishvatva Sevan Peshala Tadupyog Vastuni Samarpayitum Utsata. In the same time, Itham Ishwarya Vakyam Ishvatva, as they heard the Vakya of their mistress, Sri Radha, all these Dasi rushes immediately, saying, listening their conversation, they rushes immediately. And immediately they presented all the things, all the articles, those was required for that service. That means Atrota, Rangrota, all these things, Kajal and colors and Alta, Chandan, all these things they presented. The Manjirga immediately. So Itham Ishwarya Vakram Shatwa, Sevan Peshala. They are very much clever in serving Sri Krishna. So Sevan Peshala. Peshala means they are very much clever. Tad Upyogi Vastuni. The things, those are very much useful at the time of worshipping. Samarpayitum Utsata. They offered them. Dwaram Samanmuchya Manad Anaramam Shanai Padanyas Vishesh Manjula Nirnit Tad Jagaranath Kinkari Tate Vishinka Vivesh Vishmasa. Now the Manjari Gan entered in the Shaya home. So far they was out and preparing the other things out of the Shaya Bhavan. But now they entered in the Nivrit Nikuch. So Dwaram Samuch, they opened the gate. Manat Anarabam, so that it cannot make any sound. So without slightly, they opened the gate without making any noise. Manak means slight.
Slightly.
Anarvam means making
Very
no
slight. Sound.
rub or no
Sound.
noise sound. Shanai Padanyas Vishesh Manjula, and they was placing their paces, Shanai, very slightly. They were placing their paces. Padanyas Vishesh Manjula. At that time, their Shobha was very extraordinary. Vishesh Manjula. The Shobha of Manjiris are very great. Nirnit Tad Jagaranath Kinkari. Now they came to know that Sri Yuga Sarkar has evoked. So Nirnit, they have decided that Tad Jagaranath. Now they have already evoked. Kinkari. Tatir, the Kinkari Tati, the group of Tati means line or group of Kinkari, Vishanka Pravivesh Vishmisa, without any hesitation. Now they entered in the Nivritmukuni Mandir. Itastato Nastamani Pradeepa. They are placing the Mani Pradeep. Those they are carrying, they placed at that bhavan.
The jeweled lamps.
Yes.
Jeweled lamps.
As a jewel lamp, yeah, Mani Pradeep.
Jeweled
Yeah,
lamps.
jeweled lamp, made of jewel, the jewels. So jeweled lamps. So itastato next Mani Pradeepa. They are placing the Mani Pradeep, those lamps, jewel lamp.
Lamp made of jewels.
Yes. Prafulla Nilotpal Champakabham. Vidatta Eto. Swamayuk Bandai. But the light and rays are coming from the body of Sri Priyalal. So from Sri Priya, the golden rays are coming, and those lamp was reflected as if they are reflecting the golden light, and the bluish light is coming from Sri Shamsundar. So those lamp are reflecting the bluish light. That as a transparent paper is covers a lamp, then the light comes bluish or the reddish in the same way. Here, the golden or bluish light is coming. So, Vidhatta Etau Swamayuk Bandai. Etau means Sri Radha Krishna. Made those lamps Nilotpal Champakabhan, as if they are made of Nil Kamal, blue lotus, or made of champak, and they are showing, reflecting the bluish and the golden light, champak light, sold champak light. Anabhritai Mandal Malya Chelai. Shri limbs of Sri Radha Krishna was still anabhritai. They are not covered by mandan, by all ornaments, and malya and chelai. Mal means the garlands, and chelai means the clothes. So now still the proper clothing, proper garlands, proper ornaments were not on their bodies. So anabhritai, they are not covered by them. So itastato next the Mani Pradeepa, they placed the Mani Pradeep jeweled lamps on various places on that Nukunj Mandir, on that Shaya Bhavan, and Utthul Nilotpal Champakabhan Vidhatto. Then Etau, the lighting reflection of Sri Radha Krishna, made those lamps Praful Nilotpal and Champakabhan. They are being seen as if they are Nilotpal are blooming and the champak is blooming. Soil champak is blooming. and anabrata mandal malya chelai, because the bluish light and the golden light is coming from the limbs of Sri Priyalal. And they are not covered by mandan ornaments, malya, garlands, and chain means the clothes. Mitho dashan vikshata dharputau bilasalasau nakhankit kalebaru galit patra lekha shriyam shlathambar sukuntalau tutit har pushpasrijau muhur mumudre puraha samavilakshita swapriyau. The Manjari Gan saw Sri Priyalal. Ta means Manjari Gan. Muhur mumudre, get very much glad, very much happy. Muhur mumudre, they became very much happy. Sakhina. Swapriyau Abhilakshav. They saw Sri Radha Krishna. And what are the adjectives, what are the qualities of Sri Radha Krishna? He is describing that mitho dashan vikshatha dharputau, because the adharput, the lips of both Sri Radha Krishna are injured by their dashan to each other's teeth. So mitho dashan vikshatav, they are injured. Vilasa alasau, and even then, vilasa alasau, they are getting laziness, tiredness, and want to get more vilas, more meeting. So vilas alasau. Sri Radha Krishna is requiring vilas as well as both are tired and their adharput, their lips are also having the marks of the teeth. Nakhankit kalevaram, and they are bearing the garland that is not woven with thread. Sutra rahit mala, they are bearing it. The mala, the garland that is without suit, without thread. So they are bearing it. So nakhankit kalevaram, nakhankit kalevaram. Galit patra lekha shriyam, and the patra lekha, the design and the painting that they had previously on their cheeks, on their arms, on their neck, on their waist, on their anklets. So the drawing that was done, that was placed by Sakhiran on their bodies, they are Galit Patra Lekha. Those Patra Lekha are now removed, erased. So Galit Patra Lekha. Shriyam. So the beauty of that is now erased. Shlathambar Sukuntalam. Their clothing was shlat, was very much loose. And Sukuntalam, as well as their breed is breed is also braid. Braid. So braid is also breed is so the braid is also loose. So Shrathambar Sukuntalam. Tutit har pushpasrijam, and their har and pushpasrij, the mala, that is also broken. Muhur mumudere puraha. In this way, seeing ta means those gopi, those manjariga, seeing swapriyam, seeing their beloved Sri Radha Krishna, muhu mumudere, they get very much happiness. They are very much pleased. Swabhavukti alanka. Athamuna kakantika shalai shalai vikarshata bhanumati karakritam Kachavali sansrayate isma malati malot veni rachana patiyasa. At the same time, Bhanumati kararpita. Bhanumati gave the comb in the hand of Sri Shyam. So Bhanumati kararpita. Bhanumati offered, Bhanumati provided the comb in the hand of Sri Shyam. So Atha Amuna. Anuma means Sri Krishna. Kankatika Shanai Shanai Vikarshata. Sri Krishna was just combing the hairs of Sri Radha. Very slightly. So Shanai said gently. Vikarshata. Kachavali. Vikarshata Kachavali. So the Kachavali, the case hairs, Sri Krishna is just Vikarshata is stretching them. Sansrasate. And in this way, Sri Krishna is preparing and combing the case of Sri Radha. Malati. Malot Veni Rachana Patiyasa. And Sri Krishna is also doing and decorating it with Malati Mala Put Veni Rachana. Sri Krishna is placing the Malati Mala, that means the Mala on the
Braid.
breed.
Braid.
B-R-A-I-D. Braid. So the braid. So she is just decorating it and covering it and just making it that is lapping it, wrapping it.
Ornament.
Yes. So Malot Bedi Rachana Patiyasa. The Mala, Malti Mala. That is Bedi Rachana Patiyasa. So Veni Rachana and Shri Krishna is making Veni. So Veni is of three types as Pushpa Veni, sometimes Mala Veni, Sud Veni, and sometimes Veni. So where the Amula is made Jula is made
Bun.
bunch.
B-U-N, bun.
Acha B-U-N bun.
Bun.
So bunny is prepared, and on the bun that Malti is just covered, decorated.
Bun is the round one.
Yeah.
Yes. Amula or Jula. On that Bedi. So that is Bedi. And Pushpa Bedi is while they are weaving the hairs, making it, dividing in three portions and weaving, and with that wovenness, placing the flowers in between. That is called Pushpa Vedi. And the Mala Vedi, that is Dhammil. So Dhammil Vedi, that is having the one string of mala, and that is also woven with the case, or that is wrapping the case. So the case, the hairs. So that is Dhammil. So Dhammil, Veni, and Pushpa Vedi. These three are the types of. So Shri Krishna, Malot Veni Rachana Patiyasa. With Mala, Shri Krishna is preparing the Dhammil Veni of Sri Radha. So here Dhammil Veni is prepared. So
it's where the garland of flowers is woven within with the braid.
Interwoven in
Yes,
braid.
with the braid, yes.
Madhmati Manjari is saying. Yes, no, Madhmati, Rati Manjari is another Madhmati Satara. And she is perhaps of Madhmati of Shri Vishakha ji or Lalita ji.
So Rati has Tulsi and Banumati, 3 names.
Yes, they are three.
Rati Manjari, Tulsi Manjari, Banumati.
So Bhangavati is other Manjari. She is no Bhangavati. Bhangavati is among 8 Manjaris. Among 8 Manjaris, Bhangavati is separate.
But she's not the same as Rati and Tulsi.
No.
No, she's not.
8 Manjaris are there. So we will do one more, then I have to go. So Kasturika Chandan Kumar Dravai Sambhavata Istam Anurag Lekhaya Chakara Malan Chit Charu Chitraka Sachit Chanchuhu Dhrit Navya Vartika Kasturika Chandan Kumar Dravai Sambhavata Istam Anurag Lekhaya. Sri Krishna respected her Sambhavit. Means money to pay respect. That's called Sambhavit. So Sambhavitai, Shri Krishna is respecting Shri Radhika with Kasturika, Mask, Chandan, Kumkum, Dravai, the paste of all these things. Anurag Lekhya. With Anurag Lekhya, drawing the and showing his Anurag there. So by drawing, showing his Anurag Lekha, so Krishna is drawing and expressing his bhav of Anurag by that drawing and serving Shri Radha. So Kasturika Chandan Kumkum. Drav means the paste. By that, Sambhavitai, Shri Krishna is respecting Shri Radhika, Anurag Lekhya, as he is drawing on the body of Shri Radha, limbs of Shri Radha. Chakar Malanchit Char Chitraka. And in this way, Malanchit Char Chitraka. Shri Krishna also drew some pictures on her limbs. Malanchit Char Chitraka. So Chakar Malanchit Char Chitraka. By mala, that is by drawing it. Char Chitraka. Shri Krishna also draw some pictures on her body. And her body was also malanchit. So that was also with mala. Sachitra Chanchu. Shri Krishna is Chitra Chanchu. Chanchu means clever. He is a very good painter. Chitra Chanchu. Dhrita Nabhya Vartika. And Shri Krishna is holding the new Vartika, new brush. And by he is drawing the beautiful drawing on her.
Yeah.
So in this way, Shri Krishna is serving Shri Radha. Vrindavan Hari Lal ki jai.
What kind of pictures is he drawing?
So that may be picture of any flower, any lotus, or some fish, machuli. So in this way, or some bird. So, so the tattoo is a fashion page.
Yes.
Fashion concept.
It's for Dvarka.
Yes.
But that was made of made by paste of sandal paste or bush maybe made of grass or something. Something that is not of hairs. That's not.
Tulika jaisi hoti hai.
Tulika.
Earlier on, you mentioned in class the difference between Seva and Aishwarya Bhav Seva.
Hmm.
So, in the life of the Radha and Sadhak, how much should Granth like Bhagavad Gita, Vedanta, certain portions of the Bhagavatam, where the prayers and descriptions are of Krishna in over reference?
Of course, very, very much important, and they should also be gone through by a person, because if they are not in her mind, on her in her mind, in her conscience, their consciousness, then he will think Shri Krishna as a human, and if he will think him as a pure human, then after some time, he will try to search some fault in it, because the greatest person of this human life, they are also chastised and they are also criticized by a way. And if we will think that Shri Krishna is Brahma, but having understood, being understood this, that Shri Krishna is Brahma, Krishna is Paramatma, Shri Krishna is Almighty, and having this idea in our mind, and we will leave it and we will place it on the background, then we will serve. The service will be as human, but the opponences are always all of Brahma Paramatma Bhagavan. So Shri Krishna is never said that he is without Brahma or Paramatma. Simultaneously, Shri Krishna always have Brahma Paramatma Bhagavata in him, as well as he is in fact with Shri Yashoda Maya or Shri Nanda Baba. So both things are, but that should be in our unconscious mind, that Shri Krishna is not normally a creation of Maya. So this thing should be always in mind. He is not a creation of Maya. He is the Mayapati. He is Almighty. He is Brahman. So these Grantha, Srimad Bhagavat and Radha and Krishna, these almost gives the impact that Shri Krishna is Super. So that is the so by that his Upasya Mukta is not ever broken, and it will promote the Upasya. But if that thing will come at the time of service, then somewhat slackness may come, and the perfection of our service will not be higher, because then we will leave something taken to be granted. As Shri Krishna is Brahma, so can he not drink the hot milk? So what is the need of making it the cold or just tolerable?
Suitable.
So yes, suitable. So that is the service will be ruined by Aishwarya.
Our Guru Maharaj said when we came in Western countries, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj taught you that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now I want you to know that you should forget that he is Supreme. He is Rajananandana Krishna. But he said, but always in background you should know automatically, like a platform.
Yes, the platform is that. And that platform is created by Sri Bhagavad Gita, Sri Bhagavat and Krishna. Otherwise, Sri Krishna will be a historical person, and every historical person is criticized and chastised by some persons.
Disrespected.
Yes.
And it he has every greatest person has some defaults in his life. Sure. So he is not perfect, but Shri Krishna is perfect. आज कृष्णा जी के साथ में जाना है, तो I have to go with.
Yes.
And Thakur ji is coming.
अच्छा
बहुत खस. Yes, perfect.
अभी गर्मी हो रही है, बढ़ रही है.
खास तो जाड़े में.
उन्होंने कहा गर्मी में खस.